What's up, everybody? Welcome into the show. I'm not gonna do my little touchdown dance just yet. Man, those tabs are filling up. It's always all YouTube. I like all this shit, all these videos I want to watch, and then what is that? Melania gets an unexpected trip to Rome and an airplane meal. An airplane meal like that's special. Wow, Melania went to Rome and had an airplane meal. What a birthday! Like anybody could do that. Anyways, Melania hit me up though. She's hot. But Ivanka too. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. That's about all the only good things I can say about the Trump women. They're hot. Okay. But yeah, my end zone dance. I said nothing was gonna come of this. That this judge would be released by the end of the day. She was in custody like what, an hour. There's no ground for this. Let's get to reading. Judge accused of helping man evade immigration agencies released after arrest. And I already looked at this article about it. I don't think there's much like in this article about it. We'll go to other sources. We'll read other stuff too. This is the News Blitz. The FBI on Friday arrested Milwaukee judge Hannah Dugan, accused of helping a man evade immigration authorities, escalating clash. Well, I already read that earlier. Escalating the clash between the administration and judiciary over the Republican versus sweeping immigration crackdown. Bro, they just take lines from other websites and just reuse them. They literally said that on NBC for word, bar for bar. But anyway, I want to talk about this. ICE reverses termination of legal status for international students. They folded already. Trump's administration, the key word for them is fold, flip-flop. The federal government is reversing the termination of legal... you damn right I'm doing a touchdown dance for this. The federal government is reversing the termination of legal status for international students after many filed court challenges around the U.S., a government lawyer said Friday. Judges around the country had already issued temporary orders restoring the students' records in a federal database of international students maintained by ICE. So there you go. They've terminated legal status for these kids. It's been reversed. I hope it's 100% reversed. Like, bro, I shouldn't have to say this. I've said it a million times. You have the right to free speech in this country, even if you are a visitor. The way the founding fathers wrote the Constitution, the Bill of Rights, it doesn't say anything about American citizens. It says men or people or whatever. Like, just being in the United States gives you our protections of free speech. How do people understand this? But we're going to do a story on Hegseth as well. This is news. Let's just talk about it now. Hegseth had unsecured internet line to connect to Signal. Defense Secretary Peter Hegseth had an internet connection that bypassed the Pentagon's security protocols set up in his office to use this Signal messaging app, bro. And I saw another headline that said he was anxious and worried about losing his job. Well, my dog is getting on my nerves, sneezing like that. Stop doing that, Bo. Like, whenever I'm doing a news story, giving any kind of attention to people on YouTube, doing anything, he'll sneeze over and over and over just to get my attention. He just did it again. Bo, come here. Come here, buddy. Come here. I could technically, I guess, be holding him while I'm doing this. I'm not on camera. Come on, buddy. He is such a drama king. Drama king. Is that a thing? He always sneezes and makes to get my attention, making himself sneeze while I'm doing this. He doesn't like me spending time with anybody else. But yeah, man, it's crazy. Like I don't even know what to like. If anybody, like, if literally any other defense secretary in the history of this country did that, you wouldn't only get fired, you might be criminally charged later on down the road. And I'm not one to make predictions, but my predictions have been panning out really well lately. Really well. Like, I was right about everything I predicted about the Trump administration. Just type in Trump on my channel. I was right about the tariffs and everything. But I was right about Hegseth. I did a video called Peter Hegseth is unfit to lead the Department of Defense or breathe the free man's air. I laid out several reasons over like a 10-minute video why he was bad. And it's all coming true. Anyways. Yeah, Hegseth, man, you gotta fire that fucking guy. I don't know, like, I'm not on Trump's side. I don't want his administration to prosper. But what the fuck are you doing? Like, if there was ever a time to fire anybody, it's Peter Hegseth. Jesus. What does he have to do? Take his dick out? Damn. Anyways, fucking ridiculous. I hate it. Like, once again, I'm gonna keep on bringing up race because I'm fucking tired of it. It's fucking race. If this was a black man acting like this, you would call him stupid. You talk about DEI. And Peter Hegseth is a fucking moron to set up an unsecured server in his office. Hillary Clinton did that, remember? And some dumb motherfuckers on the left called it out. And now nobody on the right will call out Peter Hegseth. I didn't call out Hillary because I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Because this is the bullshit you people do. You will let this man do exactly what he'll, and it's worse. He is endangering national security right now. And you people won't even say it's bad. Like I'm not even saying to call for his firing. You won't even call it out. Literally endangering national security. You understand what this means? I'm scaring my dog. I'm scaring my dog. But I take national security very fucking seriously. When you set up an unsecured email server in your office to run Signal through, that means literally any foreign government or even not even a foreign government adversary. I could get your fucking shit. I could hack into the... what do you... Oh, he wants his bone. I could hack into the fucking Signal chat. It's not hard. And man, you went around all the safeguards that prevent people from being able to hack into the Signal chat. No. This guy needs to be fired and criminally charged. For endangering... Whatever the fuck the charge is for endangering national security. It exists. There's a charter for that. I guarantee it. Charge this ass. So this dude's a monster. Let's just read about that story. Actually, we'll do that. Let's just see what we just clicked on here. Okay, so it said she was released. We didn't get any information on that. I want to further clarify that. Released on her own recognizance. Okay, it's New York Times. The judge was charged with obstructing a proceeding of a federal agency and concealing an individual to prevent his discovery and arrest. After brief appearances, I shouldn't have given that bone, as a defendant in court, federal court in Milwaukee, about a mile from her own courthouse, the judge was released on her own recognizance. And nothing's going to come of this. Again, I know I'm upset. Yeah, I mean, you fucking arrested a judge for no reason. So this is a bad precedent. I always take the side of the judge over this DOJ. Like I said, they're the Department of Injustice now. I don't like the DOJ. I don't fuck with the DOJ. I'm not one of these blind dudes that just hated the FBI and the DOJ. They do real work to preserve people's fucking rights. They did, and now the Civil Rights Department is being gutted. See, man, that's why I'm pissed. This is why I'm pissed. So fucking un-American. We're going to read this story. We've had the Civil Rights Division since like Ulysses S. Grant. Like, what the fuck? Hegseth had an unsecured internet line set up in his office to connect the Signal. Man, I know it probably scared a lot of people. But clapping my hands is the least I could do. That's just a fucking anger response to get some front, because I hate this bastard. What he's done to endanger national security is fucking unacceptable. And I don't excuse my language or my fucking anger. If you understood what was going on, you'd be angry too. Defense Secretary Hegseth, I'm just going to call him fucking bitch boy Pete Hegseth, had an internet connection that bypassed the Pentagon security protocols set up in his office to use the Signal messaging app on a personal computer. Two people familiar with the line. Oh, is that just leaker? Is that anonymous leakers too, bitch boy? It is how stupid. Let me tell you a little background context how stupid Peter Hegseth is. He brought in all these people to the Department of Defense that were like new voices. To not anti-war per se, but on more of the side of diplomacy than just brute force. And he fired these guys that were supposed to shake up the Pentagon in a way they claimed to want. They said Trump was anti-war, right? He's the peaceful dove, right? And they threatening war with everybody, including our allies like Mexico and Greenland. But he fired those guys and blamed them for the leaking of bro. You fucking that's the thing about it. You can't lie like this when we can all see what's going on. You accidentally invited Jeffrey Goldberg, the editor-in-chief of The Atlantic, to the chat, and then you fire like 5 to 10 people or whatever from the Pentagon. You claim they leaked it out. No, you didn't know it wasn't leaked. You had a journalist in the chat. And you fired these people for nothing and ruined their lives and careers, and now they're just going to be labeled a leaker for the rest of life? Of course they're going to fucking destroy you. This is Washington, D.C., dumbass. Why are you so naive, Hegseth? Stupid. And this stuff just gonna keep coming out. They're gonna keep leaking it out until he fucking quits. Till his life is ruined just like he did to theirs. The existence of the unsecured... I understand how Washington works. I understand how Washington works. You got friends, but it's temporary. You fuck over your friends, you become an instant enemy, and they're gonna ruin you. Stupid motherfucker. The existence of the unsecured internet connection is the latest revelation about Hegseth's use of unclassified app and raises the possibility that sensitive defense information could have been at risk. That's what I'm talking about. Anybody with the capability could hack into that Signal chat. If they got your fucking phone number. Idiot. Known as a dirty internet line by the IT industry, it connects directly to the public internet where the user's information and websites access do not have the same security filters. They have everything. They have everything. Here's the assumption you people, if you hear my voice right now, if you're still with me, should assume. Assume Russia, China, and all the adversaries have everything. Other Pentagon officials have used them, particularly if there's need to monitor information on websites or websites that would otherwise be blocked. But the biggest advantage of using such a line is that the user would not show up as one of the many IP addresses assigned to the Defense Department. Essentially, the user is masked, according to the senior U.S. Official familiar with the military network security. But it also can expose users to hacking and surveillance. To me, there are no benefits. Because the vulnerability to hacking and surveillance crushes everything. That trumps everything. No pun intended. And they did the same thing with Trump's first couple weeks in office, he asked Radcliffe from the CIA to send him a list of every new hire by the CIA, meaning like people hired in the last year, over an unsecured email server as well. Like the names are like hundreds of thousands or 1,000 plus people, and they just their names were sent unsecured. Now Russia, China, everybody knows who those CIA agents are. Their first and last name, bruh. But it can also expose users to hacking and surveillance. A dirty line, just like any public internet connection, also may lack record-keeping compliance required by law. Yes, what is it called? Whatever the Records-Keeping Act is, there's one for the president and the federal government in general. You have to if you're going to have communication, it has to be recorded. All three spoke on the condition of anonymity to discuss a sensitive matter. The two people familiar with the line said Hegseth had it set up in his office to use Signal app, which has been a flashpoint following the revelations that he posted sensitive details about a military airstrike in 2 chats. And he sent the same information from that strike in 2 chats, the one with Jeffrey Goldberg and one with his family in it. What is this? It's so comical. It would be funny if I didn't live in the United States. They each had more than a dozen people. One of the chats included his wife, brother, while the other included Donald Trump's top national security officials. This is going to be propaganda and lies. There's obviously secure ways. I don't want to read the rest of this. It's going to make the video long, but yeah, man, I'm just, my blood pressure's probably up to 130 over 100 fucking just reading this shit because of this fucking guy. Why are you like this, Peter Hegseth? Why is he like this? Let's just zoom in on his stupid face. This is the face of a very dumb man. That's the face of a man who's probably reading his kids' classified documents at night. Look at him. He loves endangering national security. It's what he's passionate about. And I'm not going to make any predictions. I don't think he's going to be fired, though. I just don't think there's any bottom to this administration. He should have been gone back in January. Never hired at all. But I'm so embarrassed for the DOD. I can't imagine how the rank and file must feel going through this, seeing their boss in the news every day for the dumbest shit imaginable. And I just hope they can stay strong and pull through until you get a new boss. If you get a new boss. But, and I can't imagine people out in the field, Phil, having to go on these missions where your boss is talking about your operation in specific detail. What aircraft carrier you're taking off from? What kind of plane it is? What kind of ammunition? This dude's crazy. But, that's it, man. Yeah, that judge is released. And Peter Hegseth needs to be released from his job, but what is this? Jelly Roll's been pardoned for what? I'm not even going into it. Fuck that shit. All right, guys. Love you. Sorry. I'm not sorry about the anger, actually. If you care about national security, you'll be angry too. But man, the administration, this is not okay, bro. Not okay at all.